The ordinary demands of ministry mean that we have to see hard things. You know, you have people come into your office who have been married for years, and they are on the verge of breaking a marriage up.
It's a really easy time right now for pastors to feel distracted, discouraged, beleaguered in an age of suspicion, in an age of distraction, in an age of polarization. I think it's easy amid the hardships to lose sight of the joys. Welcome to the very first episode of The Everyday Pastor, a podcast on the nuts and bolts of ministry from the Gospel Coalition. My name is Matt Smethurst. I'm a pastor in Richmond, Virginia, and I'm here with Ligon Duncan, my friend who is the Chancellor of Reformed Theological Seminary. I was asking him exactly what chancellor means in this context, and he's essentially the president of all the RTS presidents, and of course he was the longtime senior minister at First Presbyterian Church in Jackson, Mississippi. What Lig, are we trying to accomplish with this podcast?
Well, we do want to talk about the nuts and bolts of ministry, but we've got several folks in mind. Obviously, pastors. We want to be an encouragement to pastors that are thinking through the joys and the trials, the hard things in ministry, and then just the basic things that all of us have to do in ministry. But we're thinking of elders in local churches that sometimes might need some insight in what their pastor is going through. We're thinking about young men that are considering the pastoral ministry. We're thinking about folks that are on church staffs. I can think of folks in women's ministry, in children's ministry, in young adult ministry, in mission work that serve on church path. It's good for them to know what's going on in the pastoral world. I'm even thinking of church members, because sometimes church members don't know what their pastor is doing day to day, don't understand the joys and the sorrows, the wonderful opportunities and the discouragements of pastoral ministry. So I've got kind of all those audiences in mind.
Yeah.
How about you?
Well, that's right. I think pastors are kind of the bullseye of who we're addressing, but we are happy for others to not only kind of overhear what we're talking about, but we actually think and we hope, we pray that they will be edified. And despite the fact, I'm just realizing this, that I have more gray hair than you, the listener should know.
You have more hair than I do,
If it's
Matt.
not clear, actually, he's older, I'm younger. So part of what we're also trying to do is model how different generations can talk with rather than past one another. And you bring a lot more pastoral ministry experience to the table than I do. I've only been a lead pastor for 2.5 years. And so it'll be helpful for us to think about different stages of life in ministry and what we're learning and how what wisdom we might have to commend to others.